Hi everyone! Happy Sunday! It's been a couple weeks since I made my last video and there's a lot going on, so I thought that I would come on my channel and talk about everything that's going on. So I work in hospitality and I can't remember if I've ever mentioned what my normal schedule is like, but I generally work evenings, which leaves me the morning to sleep in and have a good breakfast and do whatever I want, get ready for work, and then go to work. But lately, my schedule has changed, and I've all of a sudden been working the morning shift. So I have to wake up at 6, be to work by 7, and then I'm out of work by like 3 or 4 usually. So that's been a really hard change for me, although at this point, now that it's a pretty consistent thing, I've been trying to wake up earlier and I'm getting more used to it. So I feel like my days are longer, I feel like my days are fuller, and I don't know if this 7 to 3 change in my schedule is going to be a permanent thing, but I've been trying to change my mindset about it. For the first couple weeks, I really bitched and moaned about it, and I tried to convince my managers to put me back on my normal schedule. But I'm trying just to be flexible. I'm trying just to continue this path of waking up early. The first thing I'll do in the morning is walk about 30 minutes to work. The second thing is I downloaded MyFitnessPal again to start tracking all the food that I've been eating. So at the hotel I work for, we have an employee menu at the restaurant, and it basically includes sandwiches, salads, soup, and various sides. So like French fries or kettle chips, which I don't know if you guys remember, but carbs are just my guilty pleasure. I've been noticing myself putting on a little bit of weight. About a year and a half ago, I got into a really pretty comfortable weight and I was feeling really good about myself. I actually really didn't know how much I weighed, but I felt great and I thought I looked great, and this little bit of double chin kind of went away. So MyFitnessPal is going to help me track the food that I've been eating. I just logged my weight. I bought a new scale, and it's a Bluetooth scale, so it automatically transfers over into MyFitnessPal, which is really cool. And I've been attempting to exercise more. So thinking back on what has worked for me specifically and what has given me confidence and made me feel very well, healthy, and whole was running. And I go back and forth with running because it feels amazing. When you're at that point in the run where your endorphins are kicking in and you're feeling incredible and you're listening to some really kick-ass music, you feel so good about yourself, and that's how I want to feel every day. So this morning I woke up and I've been feeling a little bit self-conscious about my body. I have a uniform that I wear to work, and that uniform is really ugly and it's just the way it is, but I put on some of my regular clothes and I was like, oh god, I just feel uncomfortable in my jeans. I feel uncomfortable in this really cute shirt that I got, but I want to not only look good, I want to feel good. So I'm working on that, and I plan on keeping you updated. The other really important thing is that my lungs, I've been treating my lungs so poorly. For the last year and a half, I've been a pretty heavy smoker on and off. I kind of got into it because of life stress way back, many years ago when I was a freshman in college. I smoked cigarettes for about a year. It was like 9-10 months, and I got so sick that I had to get my tonsils removed. So after that experience, I gave up smoking cigarettes. I wasn't interested in it anymore. I really didn't do much smoking of anything at all because of the way that it felt in my lungs. Well, about a year and a half ago, I picked up smoking cigarettes again. And, intermittently throughout the last 5 years, every time something stressful would happen, I would buy a pack of cloves or I'd buy a pack of American Spirits, and it would just kind of be like my little crutch. Every time I had something stressful happen, I would just go and grab a pack of cigarettes and smoke a couple and then store the thing away, and I'd completely forget about it until the next horribly stressful thing that happened. Well, I'm at this point now where it's been about a year and a half of consistent smoking. I did stop for about 2 months when I got sick, and I did successfully recently go 6 days without smoking cigarettes. And there has been some financial hardships lately for the last couple weeks, which have kind of pulled me back into it, and I'm really feeling it. I also don't want my skin to age. I don't want to look older than I am. So I'm creating a goal to stop smoking. I have half a pack left of the current pack that I have. I'm going to try my hardest not to touch it, but I'm not going to beat myself up if I have one or two, a couple by the end of this month. But after that pack is gone, if I continue to feel like I need it to kind of wean myself off of it, I'm going to not buy another pack. My goal is to abstain from this because it's not good for me. It's not good for me at all. I can feel it in my lungs. I want to continue improving my health, and it's not the route that I want to go. So I woke up this morning, Damien went to work. I was laying in bed watching John Oliver, and there was this little tiny hint of motivation deep down in me. And I sat up and I remembered I had this flood of memories of listening to awesome music and running and feeling really good and looking really good. Like, I don't want to just feel good, I want to look good. I think everybody wants both. And we all have the choice. We all have the choice to create that or not create that. And, I've been watching some of my old YouTube videos, and there was this one where I was talking about time and how it just passes and you can continue to make bad choices and stay where you are and gain weight, or you can choose to make positive choices. And I wasn't saying to cut out every bad thing you love, I was just saying to make more positive choices than bad ones. So, this morning I was laying in bed, watching John Oliver, like I said, and I felt this tiny little twinge deep in me of motivation to run. And I haven't felt that in a very long time. I felt the motivation to start making my YouTube channel again, to make some videos. I felt the motivation to start tracking my food again. I felt the motivation and kind of the guilt of, trying to make better choices with eating and not ordering French fries every day that I'm at work. I've been feeling the pull towards making more positive choices. So when I felt that, I sat up immediately. I put my outfit on. I threw my hair up in a bun. I put my rain jacket on because it's raining outside. And I went for a freaking run. I just want to let you know that I've been out of practice for running. I mean, the most running I do is when I'm about to miss the bus and I have to run to the bus, or if I'm running late for work and I have to quickly kind of jog a couple blocks to get there. But I don't run for fun. I don't run for exercise. I generally prefer walking, but because I was feeling that motivation and I was remembering how good it used to feel, I decided to do some running. But I'm going to remind you that I'm just doing interval training at this point. I'm running for maybe half a song, or running for the chorus of the song, and then I'm walking for some of it. So, some information about my workout today. So, even though it was raining, I put on my raincoat, threw on my sneakers, got my Spotify playlist downloaded, and I did 6,393 steps. I did 2.3 miles, and in terms of elevation, I only climbed 1 floor, which I'm okay with. But there was a time in my history where I could run a 5K daily. And my goal is to get back to the point where I can run comfortably for like 20 minutes, just go out, blow off some stress, make some healthy choices, feel better about my body, lose this double chin, and kind of thin out my waist. And I know that I'm going to feel and look so great. Aside from all of the things going on in my life, there was one really special thing that happened. Last Sunday, I got to meet Geneen Roth. I still can barely believe it because I've been talking about her on my channel for years, and I have pretty much all of her books. I was so lucky. Her new book is called This Messy, Magnificent Life, and she talks a little bit about getting older, about body confidence and weight loss and struggle with food. And she talks about just living a really authentic life and a life filled with gratitude. It was an honor to hear her read from her book. It was an honor to meet her. It was an honor to have her sign some books. It was an honor to tell her about my YouTube channel and about you guys and about how I've been spreading her word for many years now. She had a Q&A session at the end of her readings, and I got to ask her a question. Lots of people ask questions regarding negativity in your life. Some people ask questions about her retreat, but my main focus when going to see her was body confidence, weight loss, and addiction to food. So it's just been a constant struggle in my life. I still struggle with it. So being able to ask her a question was a great honor, and I asked her, how can I continue her work and motivate the women and men around me to love themselves and to take care of themselves? And she replied, be the change you wish to see in the world. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to be the change that I wish to see. I'm going to do whatever I can to get myself to a place where I am confident and I love my body and I know my worth and my addiction to food is under control. I'm going to show you and me that I can change for the better. So I haven't read Geneen's new book, but I do have a lot of her other books, and I definitely recommend picking up any one of them. When Food is Love and Love is Food, When You Eat in Front of the Refrigerator, Pull Up a Chair, Why Wait, Women, Food, and God, all of those books, you can find them at your local library, I guarantee it. Another book that really meant a lot to me when I was in therapy was Eating in the Light of the Moon by Anita Johnson, and I definitely recommend trying to find that one too. It's a little bit harder to find. I don't know if you'll find it at your local library. I had to buy it on Amazon when my therapist recommended it to me, so maybe check there. I will see you all again very soon for a check-in, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you for spending some time with me today, and thank you very much for the warm welcome. Thank you for your comments. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best. Mwah!